like Diana said, my name is Jennifer, and I own and operate Namastay Training. I would classify myself as a relationship-based trainer, meaning at the heart of everything I do is the relationship that I have with the dog, meaning it's got to be balanced for the dog and it's got to be balanced for me. So I'm not a positive reinforcement only trainer. I'm not a shock collar trainer. I'm not going to beat your dog. I will punish your dog, meaning I will institute a timeout, just like kids, right? If you don't do your homework, you don't get dessert. So if you're not behaving well, you don't have all these privileges. So I'm kind of more of a relationship-based trainer. So I have lots of tricks in my bags. It just depends on what you're experiencing, how every dog is different, right? Just like every kid is different, just like every person is different. So how one person, how it will work for one dog doesn't necessarily mean it will work for another dog. So when Diana asked me to come today, I said, well, what do you want me to talk about? And she said, well, I don't really know. So we didn't really prepare. We kind of wanted to get a feel for what you guys as fosters really need help with. Is it what to expect the first night? Is it managing the first night? Is it managing a multiple dog, having multiple dogs in your house? Is it, so tell me what your guys, anyone have a specific question or a help or a need or, yes, sir?
15 years ago, I had a problem with a dog I adopted, and then it came up in an email here just in the last week. Separation anxiety is the way it was termed, both in that email and with the people who tried to help me 15 years ago. I don't know how common it is, but I'd like to know if it's that common and how you might even go about working with a dog that has that.
So separation anxiety is, first of all, it's on a spectrum. Secondly, you'll hear it bantered around a lot. Like, my dog has separation anxiety. It's not as common as you would think it is. It's very easy to confuse separation anxiety with, yay, dad's gone, it's a party, right? And now I have an opportunity to do all these things that I can't do when you're here, because if I jump on the counter and you yell at me, right? The dog learns, I can't do this when dad's here. When he's not here, I'm totally snagging that loaf of bread, right? So for some dogs, what looks like separation anxiety is really a party when you leave, right? True separation anxiety is the equivalent of a panic attack in a human. Like, they really, truly struggle with you leaving. And there's a host of behaviors that will display. Some dogs will display some minor symptoms. Some dogs will display some very serious symptoms. So on that spectrum, you have to decide, where is my dog? Is this truly separation anxiety? Are they scratching at the doors to get out? Are they drooling? Are they panting? Are they defecating, urinating in the house? Are they chewing on things? Well, chewing on things isn't necessarily a separation anxiety, right? That can be, I didn't leave my dog enough chew toys when I left. Urinating, defecating in the house, is the dog truly house trained? So you have to kind of look at each individual behavior, look at the cluster of behaviors, look at when the behavior starts. Many dogs, as soon as I pick up, many dogs, true separation anxiety dogs, like, as soon as you start putting on, for a woman, like, your makeup. I don't wear makeup when I'm home on my day off, right? I put on makeup, right? We have different work clothes. Oh, crap. She's putting on those clothes. She's putting on her, yep, here comes the purse and the car keys, and what happens is it signals to the dog a long period of isolation. Yes, I'm going to get upset. Oh, she's in her yoga pants and she got makeup on, her hair's in a ponytail. She's going to the grocery store. She'll be right back, right? It's different. So do they know it? They totally know it. So it depends on that. So how do I approach separation anxiety? I will tell you, it's one of the tougher behaviors, because it's really difficult, because it's hard to say, well, how do I fix this? So the first part of any behavior problem, whether it's separation anxiety or anything else, the first part of it is management. I need to manage this behavior so it does not display itself again. Then I need to institute a training portion so that I can train a new behavior. I cannot simply suppress a behavior. If I simply suppress a behavior, it will pop up again later. I need to actually train the dog what I do want them to do. So if I'm trying to institute a training program, but I'm leaving every day, and this dog is having a panic attack every day, every day, every day, I'm never gonna, my management is never gonna stick. It's like filling a bucket with a hole in the bottom. Every day the water's draining out, all the training I put in is draining right out the bottom because they're managing that behavior. So what makes it very tough about separation anxiety is that dog truly cannot be alone. You have to make arrangements for that dog to be with somebody until you build up the time that they can be alone. So what does that mean? That means maybe, we have babysitters to leave our kids with, our young kids with. We have a doggy sitter. We have a dog walker. We do doggy daycare. We structure our work schedule if we can so that the dog is not home alone. And that is very difficult for many, many owners. But I do, when it works, man, it's so nice because the dogs will get it. I have one client, and she sent me this email. She's like, I'm so excited. I left for 2 hours, and Lily was fine, and it took a while to get there. And truly, there are some people who are not willing to do that work. And they say, well, the dog's just got to suck it up. Well, they're not going to suck it up. It's just going to get worse and get worse and get worse. So you do have to address it. So I think with separation anxiety, the key is first, is it really truly anxiety? Or is it simply, I'm just being naughty? And then putting your management, putting your training into place and being patient with the dog. Because it's not like they want to be this way. It truly is a panic attack. It sucks. Medication can sometimes help. A lot of times medication, so medication from your vet is not a fix-all bullet, right? A lot of times it creates that window that behavior modification can take place. And then you can wean the dog off of the medication. Some dogs can't ever come off medication, it just depends. So, does that answer your question?